I think it was on your website, you revealed that when you first came into Formula One, you were a little uncomfortable about race, and you kind of wanted to downplay the fact that you were the first black Formula One driver, whereas now you've really embraced it. Explain that change of mindset.
I don't know, I think, well, now when I arrive at the race, I don't think, oh, hey, we're the only black people here.
Right.
I never ever did that. But I think just getting older and understanding what it actually, that actually is actually something, and embracing that and using that is actually a real positive. I love that I turn up and I'm different to everyone else. All the other drivers stick out like a sore thumb compared to the other drivers in some ways, and I like that, and seeing it as an advantage rather than a disadvantage. And I think as a kid, with difficulties that you face, whether it be racism, whether it be those hard times, I laugh upon it now. I don't know if you've seen Cool Runnings, like my favorite movie.
Right.
I love when they arrive the first time on the top of the hill and they pull out their crappy sled, which is exactly the same as me and my dad arriving at the track. Everyone else has got their professional equipment, and me and my dad turn up with our crap car and our crap go-kart and in these scruffy clothes. And it's like everyone stops, and that's how it is in Cool Runnings. The whole paddock stopped to see what they're doing here. And then they went and knocked everyone dead, and that's what we did.
How much do you think your dad struggled early on when he was talking to potential sponsors because of race?
Obviously I wasn't there, but if I imagine it, and I imagine my dad going into these meetings and saying, how would you like to support the first black Formula One driver? And they'll be like, yeah, right, And we didn't get a lot of support, but those who did, I'm very, very grateful to. People sponsored us with free tires, fuel, those different things, and which made a huge impact for us because we didn't have any money. My dad spent his life savings, him and my stepmom's life saving in the first year.
And then some.
Yeah, and remortgaged the house, God knows how many times or the apartment so many times to get us to the race weekends. And so, but I can only, it's difficult to imagine, because he would have protected me from the difficulties that he was facing, because he wouldn't want me to see those things. But I can only imagine how hard it was for him, and I am told by my stepmom and my mum of just how difficult times sometimes he was faced with, and that what makes me even more proud of him.
Tell about the moment not too long ago. You're in New York City, an African-American woman comes up to you and shows you a picture of her 9-year-old son.
That was in, I was at the Met, the AmFAR Gala. And there's I think she's this black supermodel, I think she was a model, came rushing over to me and she's like, oh my God, my son's racing karts and he wants to be you, and can you follow him? So I followed him on Instagram, and it was kind of cool because growing up from 8 to actually to even now, I've never raced against and never ever seen another black family racing. Is where and even in all the series, in all the different classes, there was never another black family on the race weekend. So to now see that Asian kids, black kids, different ethnicities are now coming in, I feel kind of proud that we perhaps were a part of helping break that mold, knocking that wall down, and now other people from different walks of life are kind of getting into sport. So it's not as big as what Tiger did or the Williams sisters did, but hopefully in our own little way
But why isn't it?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Right.
But I think it's kind of cool that hopefully we were part of helping break that mold. And so I was very, very proud when she came over, and I was like, I can't believe it. See the picture of this little kid who looks just like how I looked with the little helmet, which is sitting on the back of the top seat because it's so small, can't barely see over the steering wheel, and one day wanted to be here doing what I do.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.